Reining is a discipline within the Western horse riding that stems from the old-time cowboys' ranch horse. Reining horses must be able to stop on a dime, slide 20 to 30 feet after a stop, steer on a loose rein, and respond quickly to subtle cues from the rider. These horses complete every move with speed and energy, unlike any other horse. During a reining show, every horse and rider will perform the same predetermined pattern in front of multiple judges and audience. There are 10 approved patterns provided by the National Reining Horse Association. Reining patterns typically include spins, small circles, large circles, rollbacks, sliding stops, and backing. The purpose of all these maneuvers is to show off how well trained a horse is. The National Reining Horse Association was founded in 1966 in hopes of creating a standard set of rules and guidelines and to bring order to the messy way things were being done. Since then, they have made great accomplishments to promote and support the continued popularity and growth of the sport of reining. Just how popular has reining become? Well, NRHA's latest accomplishment was back in 2002 when reining was authorized as the first Western discipline to be included into the World Equestrian Games. The NRHA has over 15,000 members and over 1,200 approved shows, of which pays out $13 million in prize money a year, and the winner of the biggest NRHA show, the Open Futurity, takes home $150,000. However, reining wasn't always this popular of a sport. It started as informal contests between cowboys on the ranch. The cowboy's horse had to be athletic enough to hold and separate cattle, easily guided, fast enough to chase down a runaway cow, and able to stop on a dime. Cowboys were proud of their horses and began performing them against one another as a means to prove who was best. It wasn't until 1950 that the American Quarter Horse Association, or AQHA, added reining to its official list of classes. The first patterns were just straight lines, circles, and figure eights. Over the years, the trainers started getting better, and the horses were getting better. The horses started to form a better headset, be more collected, and more like how they are today. Through the NRHA, reining began to focus on making fast-paced, eye-pleasing runs rather than the original racehorse routes. But why? A man by the name of Dale Wilkinson. Today, Dale is most known as the founder of modern reining. Because of Dale, reining gained its finesse, style, definition, and description of maneuvers such as the stepping turnaround, loose reins, subtle guidance, symmetrical circles, smooth sliding stops, fast backups, and a headset at the pole and chin. Before these things were set as a standard through the NRHA, reining was a mess, and Dale was able to take it and shape it into what we have today. Dale was the winner of the first NRHA Futurity in 1966. He set the standard for an outstanding run. His horse was smoother, softer, and performed on loose reins and flowed through each maneuver. Therefore, the NRHA looked to Dale for help in creating the rules and guidelines that would be the standard for all riders within reining. He gave advice in regards to judges, patterns, rules, and anything else anyone wanted to know. Dale won the 1966 NRHA Futurity on Pokerochi Bow and the 1975 Futurity on Clean Continental. He won the 1972 National Cutting Horse Association Futurity on Gunsmoke's Dream, making him the only rider to have won an NRHA Futurity and an NCHA Futurity. Dale was the first person inducted into the NRHA Hall of Fame in 1986. He was also inducted into the NCHA, American Quarter Horse Association, Ohio Quarter Horse Association, and Ohio Cutting Horse Association Halls of Fame. In 1963, he created a 76-acre horse facility south of Findlay, which he sold to Findlay College and is now the University of Findlay's Western Equestrian Barn. He helped co-found the program as well as teach the future trainers in the program. In 1997, the University of Findlay awarded Dale with the honorary doctorate for equine entrepreneurial management in recognition of helping with the program, as well as his accomplishments in the horse world. In 2005, the university honored him again by the official naming of the Dale E. Wilkinson Arena, the indoor arena at the Western Farm. After living a wonderful life, Dale passed away on March 12, 2010, at the age of 84. I have listed all of his great accomplishments, but those are not what he is remembered for, nor are they what he would have wanted to be remembered for. In a remembrance article published by Horse and Rider magazine, Larry Rose doesn't reiterate all the things Dale did, but the kind of person Dale was. Larry says that, even at the height of his fame and fortune, Dale was just another guy. While Dale loved being a horse trainer, he loved his family most. He would only attend a few horse shows a year because he would rather stay at home to be around his family. He had a wife named Lucy and 3 children, a son named Gary and 2 daughters, April and Mavis. He would gladly take his family to the shows with him, and his daughters would even show. Dale was an honest man, especially when it came to selling a horse. He would tell his client what he did and didn't like about a horse, but his integrity kept his barn full of good horses. He didn't play politics and had no interest in boasting about himself. He let his horses do the talking for him. However, he was quite outgoing and would talk to anyone and everyone. That was the kind of guy Dale was. He was someone who would have wanted to be remembered as a man who loved his family and what he did, and did an honest day's work for an honest day's pay. Dale touched the lives of so many people in ways that he couldn't even imagine. His personality and help with horses affected those that knew him, but for those of us that didn't get to know him, we are still ever grateful for the person he was. Obviously, those that are invested in the reining horse world are grateful for the standards that he helped set so that we are able to have the highly competitive sport that we love so much. However, he has also affected all the students that go through the University of Findlay's Western Equestrian program, or anyone who goes out to the Western Barn. He not only started the physical foundation of the program, such as the buildings, lands, and so on, but he also started the ethical, emotional, and foundation for those that go into the program. When you're an equestrian student at the Western Barn, you learn to work hard and to put in your honest day's work without complaining. That is what will make a person great. Anyone can say they're going to do great things, but it's those, like Dale, who put in the time and hard work that will make great accomplishments. So be like Dale, work hard at what you love to do, be an honest family person, and help those you can.